Governor Polis has promised new recovery plans and looser restrictions for businesses in the Pikes Peak region during his State of the State address.
KRDO News Channel 13's Jen Moynihan is live in our newsroom with more on how those restrictions could be lifted. Jen.
Heather Barr, Governor Polis saying today he believes a reduction in state COVID restrictions could come as soon as May or June, allowing businesses hit hard by the pandemic an opportunity to thrive.
We are rapidly approaching the end of the pandemic and crisis.
Governor Jared Polis expressing optimism and the promise of looser restrictions in the months ahead.
Certainly think that we'll be back, to relative normal by, May or June.
And predicting a shift in how some businesses operate.
Before the crisis, we were about 1% telecommuting. We went up to 70% telecommuting.
Estimating a permanent change for about 20 to 30% of the state's workforce.
So for many state employees, that means, being able to work from home 2 days a week if they choose.
The governor also pushing for ways to reduce costs for small businesses, like expanding state child tax credits to $600 per child and eliminating the business personal property tax.
That reduces paperwork, obviously saves the money on taxes themselves, but even more importantly, the costs of preparing that filing.
But he says one of the biggest opportunities right now is transportation.
Colorado Springs was recently named the most desirable city to live in America by U.S. News and World Report. And I think that secret is out. And that leads to an even bigger backlog of transportation projects. And obviously, it's our very success that threatens our quality of life.
Proposing a major transportation package to address the state's deteriorating funding.
But what we lose if we don't address this as a state is A, interconnectivity, and B, our rural areas can't do it on their own.
Now, Polis is finding ways to include electric vehicle users and rideshare services is necessary to address those funding concerns. He says he'd also like to see a reduction of vehicle registration fees for drivers. In the newsroom, Jen Moynihan, KRDO News Channel 13.
Jen, thanks.